And yeah, okay. So, hey guys, I'm Carolyn Fuller, and I've been doing It Works for several years now. I actually started just to kind of make a little bit extra income with my husband and I were newly married, and so any extra income was great for us. I was actually working at a store, and I don't know if some of you know who Ashley Sinclair is, but I was her manager there. And so she told us about this wrap, and we started wrapping people at the store, and I was seeing really awesome results. I was a exercise sports science major, so I had seen a lot of different products and different things, and I kind of had that mentality of you got to eat right, and that's how you lose weight. So when I saw these wraps, I kind of was like taken back by it, but also really intrigued because I'd never seen anything like this before, and I was seeing people have results, within 45 minutes. So I was very impressed by it. So anyways, I saw the results and I thought, okay, I know some people that want to do this or would want to try this wrap. And so that's how I got started. And I actually, about 6 months after I started doing it, I was still working at my regular job, but I was doing It Works on the side. My husband decided that he wanted to go back to school. Since we were making this extra income, it was had that option to do it. So he actually quit his banking career and went to school full time. So for 3 years, It Works provided extra income while he didn't work. So that's a little bit about my story, a kind of a quick story. I now do this full time. I retired, or somewhat, I guess, retired from my regular job about a year ago. And yeah, it's been awesome. I love it. I get to do what I want and kind of just spend time with family when I want to do that, and be able to take my business wherever I want and just have options is incredible. I know not everyone is that way where they want to work from home, and so I understand that. And I also understand that a lot of you are working full-time jobs while you're doing It Works. So I understand that. I did that. I actually worked 2 other jobs and did It Works for a long time too. So I understand not having a lot of time, and just being able to know that you can come to, I know you can't come to every event, and that's okay. We post on Facebook, and I know it can be overwhelming, but just do what you can, be at events that you can be at, and just don't get discouraged if you can't be at everything. And we don't expect you to be doing this, 40 hours a week, and you better be at everything. So we totally understand that, but also know that you can work this business even if you are super busy. So I also don't want to hear it as an excuse either, because we all were there, and I didn't have all this extra time, and I just decided to do what works. And that's how many of these girls are. They have, we have one girl on that has 5 kids and super busy, but she went diamond in less than 6 months, and she killed it, and she's still working her butt off. So, but also know that we understand that you have to work around your schedule, and we will work with you. So the biggest thing is just do a little bit here and there and figure out what works for you and get to work. So that's my story really quick. And I had a couple girls told me some things that they wanted me to go over. So I'm going to kind of go over those things, and then we can kind of do just a question and answer if there's some things specific that you guys really want me to talk about. So one thing that I really want you guys to understand with It Works is we are professional askers. That's what we do. If you don't open your mouth, you're not going to do well in this business. So if that's messaging someone, if it's, handing out a Blitz card, whatever it is, but you need to understand that that's how we work this business. That's how we build this business. Social media is amazing, and there is a great niche in that with this business, but also you can't just be posting on Facebook and expect to build your business. So if you have been stuck and you're having a hard time finding customers or having a hard time finding distributors, it's probably because you haven't been asking. So the most successful people in this business are the people that asked the most. So you need to kind of, if you aren't good at that, you need to figure that out. So talk with your upline, talk with me, message me. if you're stuck on what to say, whatever it is, whatever's holding you back. If it's just hearing no's, well, guess what? I've been doing this for years. I've heard plenty of no's, and I'm still here. I'm still alive. Nothing crazy happened. You just have to know that you might get some no's, but that might not be a no forever. It's just no, not right now. So whatever you need to get over, if you need to go over yourself, if you just know you just need to get to work, whatever it is. So if you're struggling with that, talk with your upline, message me. Just know that you're not going to die, that you have to ask for people to say yes. There is very few people that are on my team that actually messaged me and I didn't message them that said, hey, I want to join. Very few. I'd say maybe 1% on my team. So you need to learn that this business is all about asking. If you're not asking, your business will not grow. So that's kind of one thing I just wanted to talk a little bit about. And there's no really right way to do it. You just have to start opening your mouth. So I kind of have even gotten to a point with my girls, and this is with your downline. Some of you don't have a downline yet. You don't have people under you, but a lot of you do. So when you are talking with your downline and they're saying, oh, I'm really stuck here, I really can't find you, and no one wants to do it, then I just ask them, like, how many people did you ask today? Or how many people have you messaged today to ask about it? So I don't usually message. When I do message, I message about the business, and then a lot of times they turn into customers if they're not ready yet. I don't message like, hey, check out my website. You want to order something? Because no, people, it's not a gift. Then you're becoming a salesperson. So I talk about the business. I, think about if it's whatever it is that intrigues you to work with them. If you just know they're super sweet and they're really caring, talk about that. Just tell them like, hey, I don't know if you've seen my posting about my business, but every time I post, I think about you. I'd love to work with you. You would be amazing at this because you have such a caring heart. Or if it's, I know you know a lot of people and you're super fun, so I just love to work with you. Like, would it be okay if I sent you some info? Or have you ever considered making extra income? Could I send you some info? So there's no really specific thing you need to message. That's the perfect message, except for asking. Don't send a lot of info. Always end with a question. And then also I really like to compliment them. So whatever it is that you like about them, talk about that. Because that kind of builds a relationship with them. And also people are going to be more likely to message you back when you took time to actually talk to them and compliment them and why you wanted to work with them. So think about that. If another thing is, if you are just stuck, you don't know who to message, you're kind of just like, I don't know, I've talked to everyone that I thought of, rework your list, go through your newsfeed. What is that girl that always posts really encouraging, positive thing that has, just super cute, write her name down there. That person that's really interactive on your, that's always liking your posts, maybe they never like your It Works post, but they're always liking your personal posts. Think about messaging them. So kind of rework your list. If you're having a hard time on who to talk to and you're just like, I don't even know from there that I can't even make a list, call your upline, talk to them. Let them walk through it with you and get some ideas of who you need to message. Social media is a great way to connect again, and it really does help grow your warm market. And it is important, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't be posting on it, but also just know, don't rely on it. It's only one way to build your business, and it's a small way. So, and then also with your posting, just make sure you're doing personal posts too. Don't just do a bunch of It Works posts. Make sure you take time and think about what intrigued you in this business and show that to other people. So if you go through your Facebook page and you see that you've got 7 It Works posts in a row and you haven't posted one thing about your personal life, start deleting those posts. Start fresh. When you're doing a post, don't just do some before and after and say, hey, call me. This is awesome. Here's my website. No. Think about what drew you in, what has It Works, the products or the business has changed your life, and talk about that, because that's what people want to know. They see commercials all day long, but they don't want to see it on their Facebook. So think about that also when you're posting, and think about one person, at least one person that you're speaking to in that post, and that will help keep it from sounding too sales pitchy. And whatever you do, never, never, never say, join my team for $99. It's the worst thing and the most salesy post that you could possibly make. So anyways, past that. All right. Another thing is following up. It's important. You really have to follow up. I've had plenty of people that said, hey, yeah, I'm ready to join, or I'm ready to place an order. I'll get on your website tomorrow, and they don't. It doesn't mean that they don't want to do it anymore. It doesn't mean that they're purposely ignoring you. People just get busy. Life happens. We all have done that where we say, hey, we're going to call someone, then we don't. So go back, follow up with them. If it's been a day or so, I mean, I don't hound them, but if it's been a couple days, and I usually do like a 2-day kind of rule. So if I haven't heard from them in 2 days, I haven't seen their order placed, so I haven't seen them join, I'll go ahead and send them a note like, hey girl, I know you're super busy, especially with orders. I'll tell them like, hey, I know you're super busy. I'm working on other orders. Do you want me to go ahead and place your order for you? And that's a quick, easy way to follow up with them. And most likely they'll say, yeah, absolutely, I would love it. Here's my info, and you can put the order right in. So same with distributors. If you say, hey, I've been thinking about you. I saw you didn't place, you haven't signed up yet, or hey, I know you were interested. You're ready to go. Is there, did something happen? Do you have a question for me? And just kind of walk through it with them and see what's going on. Ask questions. That's the biggest thing, asking questions so that you can keep that conversation going, that ping pong back and forth. They'll be more likely to message you back if you're asking questions and you're making it about them, not saying, oh, hey, this is all the things that I'm getting out of this, or, let them know that you care about them and them specifically, talk about, hey, I know you mentioned you really wanted to do this business for your family, talk about that. Ask questions on, have they ever done something like this before? What are their big questions that they have? Let them know that you're going to be there and help them. They're going to have someone that's going to walk through this with them, and they're going to have a team page and all that. So I think the biggest thing is just people need to know that you're there for them and that you care. So those are just some ideas of following up. Obviously, everyone's a little different of who you're talking to, but, take or leave it what I say. And just, use your judgment on what you need to say to people and how to follow up with them and how often you need to. So let's see. Okay, that's a little bit about that. Sorry, being professional asker kind of went a little bit further than I needed to. But just know when you are doing this business, you want to do it well and you want to treat it like an actual job, not just some side thing. So be professional in everything that you do. And especially when I say professional asker, obviously we want to be really good at that, but we really want to be good at everything that we do with It Works. People will take you more seriously if you're taking this business seriously. So that's posting on Facebook if you're not very good at that. Watch videos, get better at it. There's tons of stuff on our team pages that talk about posting on Facebook. You can YouTube stuff too. If you want some links or something like that, let me know. Same with just messaging people. We have tons of templates. We want to help you. So message me if you're struggling with knowing what to ask next, what to message people, how to follow up with the person that liked your post. So just whatever you're doing, really, start with one thing and be really good at that and move on to the next thing. Like I said, if you're more professional, if you if you're serious with this and you treat this like a real business, then people are going to take you seriously. So even though, it might be a side thing, and I'm not saying this has to be a full-time thing, but it's not a hobby. It is a business, and treat it like a business, and your business, your checks will grow like a business. So let's see. Then the other thing was, okay. Okay, so one of the fastest ways, I know all of you have probably seen a Ruby chart. If you haven't, go to your documents in your eSuite and print them out if you don't have one out. And sidetrack on that. It Works redid their training, so if you haven't gone back and rewatched the videos, make sure you do that this week. They're really good, and make sure you let your downline know about it. So back to the Ruby thing. Okay, so what I always encourage people to do is sign your 3 distributors that you want to sign up. Get your 3 people right away. Keep them on your top line. And then I build people. It is the fastest way to build in this business. It's the fastest way to increase your check. I think it's worth it. If you don't feel like it is, that's fine. So you can ignore my my tips on this, but it encourages people, and it's the fastest way to build. So the quickest way to go Ruby is sign your 3 distributors, then find 2 more distributors, and move them under one of your distributors. So a Ruby is built out of 5 people. Hopefully you'll sign 3 people and they'll be rock stars and they'll sign their own distributors and you'll go Ruby without having to move any distributors under someone. But most likely that's not going to happen because, things take time. So I encourage people to do it. I did it. I still move people under other people. And what I do is I don't just move them and not tell them. So I'll find, whoever my one person, I'm just speaking with Ruby. Let's say I've got 3 people and I just signed a distributor and I'm trying to decide what to do with them. I would really kind of use your judgment, who on your top line is the person that is going to be there next year. Now I know you can't, you don't always know, but you definitely have those people that that and care about you, are excited about this business, that are going to work with you for as long as you're willing to put the time in. So you just kind of have to use your judgment on that. I usually try to kind of have a conversation with each of them, see where they're at, see where their plan is. If you've got that person that is always ignoring you and never does her training and never comes on the parties and all that, well, then maybe you shouldn't move a distributor under her. But you got one girl that's really excited, that's messaging people. Maybe she hasn't signed her first distributor yet, but she's excited. She's ready to learn. Well, she might be the person you want to move a distributor under. So that's what I do. It's the fastest way to build rubies, and it encourages them. So she might have a confidence, that girl that you decide to move the distributor under, she might get really excited and encouraged by you taking time to put a distributor under her. I will let them know, hey, this does not mean that I'm going to do all this work for you. This means this is going to encourage you. I know that you can do this business, but I'm going to need your help to build you. So you're going to have to move some loyals maybe under that new distributor I just gave you. Encourage her, help her out. So now she'll have 2 people helping her, not just me. So I definitely let them know, like, hey, this doesn't mean that you don't do anything and I'm just going to build you. It means I believe in you and I know that you're going to get to work no matter what. So that's what I do. It's the fastest way to build in this business, and it encourages people. But if you do not want to do that, you're more than welcome to keep every distributor on your top line and then just wait until someone builds themselves. You might be waiting for a while too. So I wouldn't do it, but again, it's up to you. That's how we've always been taught. That's what Alyssa does. That's what Ashley does. That's what I do. And it has worked really well for me. So again, it's up to you. If you decide you don't want to do that, that's absolutely fine. Another great thing is if you do move distributors under someone, you still get the fast start. They're still personally enrolled under you. So it's not like you're missing out on a fast start because you moved them under someone. And that person will also they'll still make money off of that distributor you moved under them, but you are the personally enrolled, so you will make the $100 fast start on them. So just so you know that no matter where you move a distributor, you will always, let's say you're getting to double diamond or something like that, and you've got the 12th level, which I know sounds crazy to you right now since you guys are just like trying to go Ruby right now. But you can move a distributor all the way down to your 12th level and you'll still make the $100 fast start. So if you don't know what a $100 fast start is, every time you sign a distributor and they get their 2 loyals in their first 30 days, the company gives you a $99 fast start. So, and those get paid out weekly. So even though we get paid on a monthly basis, those are actually paid out weekly. So just so you guys know about that. Anyway, so that's what I do. That's what I encourage all of you guys to do, especially if you haven't gone Ruby yet or you have people under you that aren't Ruby yet. Build them, help them get going. Because especially with the cruise right now, you get 2,500 points for going Ruby. And if you have any personally enrolled that go Ruby, you'll get 2,500 points, plus the girl that went ruby will get the 2,500 points too. So it's a quick and great way to get yourself some points for the cruise, and it's a great time to do it. And yeah, just so you guys know that. Another thing I do, and this will go for those people that are trying to build rubies, if you've got some girls that you're trying to go ruby, I will move a distributor under them. And those that are new, just ignore this. Let's say, okay, I got a girl that's about to go ruby and she's working on her emerald chart. So she needs to build 2 rubies to go emeralds. So what I would do is I pick out your 2 girls, talk to them, let them know, hey, I'm going to help you go ruby, but I'm going to need your help. Kind of lay it out to them. Like, this means like you're going to have to sign some loyals. You're going to have to move some loyals under some people. Make sure that they're ready to go. And I'll move a couple distributors under them, but I like to pick the girl that I personally enrolled that I move under my girl. I like to build her to executive first. It's because it will, then if that girl that you were going to build ruby, let's say she quits or something crazy happens, at least I have a personally enrolled that I already built to get the executive that can turn into the ruby. So does that make sense? So I enrolled Sarah and I move her under Emily. Okay, Emily is going to be my ruby. So Sarah, I moved her under Emily to help her get going so that she can go ruby, but I decide to build Sarah to executive. So that I know that if Emily quits, I at least didn't waste any distributors, and I will go ahead and help Sarah become my ruby. So for those that are brand new, I'm sorry to confuse you. I just wanted to make sure, because I've got girls that are trying to go emerald right now on this call, and I just want to make sure that they kind of get an idea when they're building and the best way to do it. So if you don't understand, message me and we'll kind of talk a little bit about it. It just kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but basically saves your butt, because if you move 3 distributors under your girl Emily, and let's say Emily quits, you're like, crap, I just wasted 3 distributors. But let's say Emily, you're like, okay, girl, I'm putting Sarah under you, and you build Sarah, and Emily quits, at least you put 2 distributors under Sarah, and she can be turned into the ruby, and you didn't waste any distributors. So if you don't understand that, message me, and I'll talk a little bit more about it with you. Another thing is, make sure you can move customers and distributors, but you have 24 hours to move them under someone. So if you wait too long, you won't be able to move them anymore. That's same with orders as well. So if you have some orders, let's say you placed an order outside of your auto shipment this month, and you've got some girls under you that you're trying to get to 400 so you can go executive or ruby this month, you can go ahead and move that order. You have 24 hours to do it. Move it just like you would a loyal customer, and you can place it under someone else to help get their volume up, and you'll still get paid on it. So sorry, I'm kind of rambling, but that's just good stuff to know, because I know a couple of you are trying to promote this month to get to your ruby first. So that just it just helps you out a little bit. So I think that's it on like the few things that you guys for sure said you wanted for me to kind of talk about. And I feel like I rambled a little bit, but anyways, I was just thinking of people that were on this call that might be helpful on those tips. So I will go ahead and unmute you guys, and then you guys can ask a couple of questions, and I'll kind of go over that. See if I can. Sorry, hold on. Oh, here we go. All right, you should all be able to talk. Do you have any questions that you want me to go over that I can answer for you guys?
You did a really good job. You covered a lot.
Okay, I feel like I rambled, but I was like, we've got different levels of people like promoting. I'm like, these are good things to know.
Yeah, it was really good, the part I could hear. Who's all on the Zoom?
I have a couple. Let's see. I've got Tiffany and Christina.
Amanda,
and I think that's it. Half my girls just messaged me and said, oh my gosh, I forgot. So that's why I recorded it. Well, and it was last minute. So, and Jody. But Jody's here.
What about Sandy?
nope.
Nope.
Oh.
She's messaging me right now. She's got like 5 people that she's talking to, and I'm walking her through it right now while I'm doing the Zoom.
Okay.
Way to multitask. Well, and that's why I was recording it, because some of you guys heard about it last minute. Even though I know I was just doing this for Jody and Diane's team, I figured everyone could come on, get on. Yeah, does anyone have questions or anything? Otherwise, I'll go ahead and just end it, and then you guys can share the recording with your girls.
Do you have any questions, Amanda?
No.
Okay.
I just see her glasses, just like one little eye. Okay, I'm going to end the recording.